The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Hello Slotheads, welcome to the Lucifer Raceway channel. Today I will be on my own with a whole bunch of shit to offload from my chest. So no Nico, he is busy unfortunately, but he will be back very soon. I guess we just have to be prepared that this winter is there's going to be less Nico, but then he'll be all back. So let's see, what do we have in today's live. We will get a cool video to show, and I'll go through some new shit that I bought or I was forced to, so we'll take a look at those, and we will also look at what has happened on the bench, because it's been a major bench week, and I think this looks like there's going to be another major bench week, or at least weekend looking forward. I will also go into slot sync racing and go through that a little bit on how I work, or what I do with slotsyncracing.com, which is, I think, is an awesome website, and I think you'll see soon why. So that's kind of a little bit on what's in the episode today. So who do we got? We got Easy E here. Happy Friday. Mike's Little Shop of Hobbies, away from VA appointment, and he will, oh, come on, slightly mad, wants me to, yeah, you got up earlier for this one. I have no Volvos. I have 0 Volvos, and I have actually made a principal decision that I will not buy the Scalextric Volvo 850 just because. It is the most popular release from Scalextric, the biggest pre-order ever. Volvo being Swedish and everything, I guess I should have it, but I'm gonna boycott that car just because. So now you know. So we got Mike here, we got a bunch of Hayas. Hey, we got Bo here as well. Hello, Bo. He's been helping me out with a lot of tires, making me spend a lot of money. Oh, SPB! Yeah, good evening. Actually, this is the reason why we have a short video. I just need to share the video that SPB Steve Slots put up earlier this week. If you haven't seen it, you will be forced to see it now in this live. And we got Mike here. I wonder if he is already back or if he's gone. Well, because I got a little special for you, Mike. How do I do this? Maybe if I do it, because I've been trying to get his address, and let's see if I do this. You should now see my screen with all my open windows, a whole bunch of them. Most of them I think are slot car related. To find my email, you go to my channel and you click on the channel description here, you click on more, and you have this one, view email address. If you click on that one, ta-da, you'll see it here. And if nothing else, you can always pause the video here and then you'll see it. I hope that works for you, Mike, because I really want to send you some stickers. It would be a lot of fun. Here we go, and see what Bo has on his heart. It's still Friday here. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, Fox and Wolves, they're in the future. Shellfish, hello. And hello, Anders. Yeah, we said hi to Bo. And who else do we have? Oh, so fast. There we go. Now, wait a minute. You give a hi to Fox and Wolves, Bo, and Mike's Little Shop, and Ernest, and Colt, and Shellfish, but not me. What the crap? I thought we were friends, but I guess not. No, just kidding. So I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Oh, Neil, hello, another early bird. That's great. This is awesome. No Drama is here as well. Look at that. And look at him. He starts with a Joe Anders. That's how you greet the host. Thank you so much for following the etiquette here. And I think we have it, Anders. We will send it to you. I wonder what they are sending me. Oh, the email to Mike. Okay, good. So we got anything else? Holy bananas! This is going bonkers. This little chat there. But anyway, let's get started. And we have a fun. We had a fun race week last weekend on Electric Dreams website or Electric Dreams YouTube channel. They had the HSF is here as well. Hello, I missed you. Look at that. Such a sloppy host. Fire me. Last weekend was a fantastic Western Championships or Western, I think called Western Championships. If you don't have to watch all of it because it's like 3 days of racing, but the final was absolutely amazing. You had a bunch of top-notch drivers, and it was exciting. I mean, up until the very, very end. And it was crazy. But I'm not going to do any spoilers for those of you who haven't seen it, because I recommend you to see it. A lot of fun slot car action. So go check the end or check the final of Western. And then, of course, this weekend, right now, we have Formula One in Vegas. That can be exciting. It's a fun track. It's an odd track, and it could be a lot of action, a lot of red flags, and there could be some surprises, I think. Right now in practice, you have also cars like Williams are doing well, which is a bit surprising. But then also the Eastern Championships are happening. The NSR's Eastern Championships are happening, and I think Marty Two Lines will stream it. I know at least he is responsible for the production to stream it, but if it's going to stream it on his channel or if they're going to stream it on Cloverleaf or something, but you'll find it. I'm sure you will find it. And it's I think that could be also a lot of fun, because I think there are a few really good slot car racers on the east side as well. And of course there's I think Andrea will race there. Andrea from NSR, the owner and the CEO of NSR. And he's not too shabby. Phone rings, we ignore that. The chicks keeps on calling always on Friday evenings. Terrible. So at least tons of slot car action this weekend, and we have one more FP3 practice, like HSF says here, one practice, the FP3 and the quali coming up. So it's going to be a long night for me, because it's in the middle of the night, like 1, 2 o'clock, and then 4, 5 o'clock for me. So that'll be a lot of fun. But now we need to see this video. This is just absolutely, I'm going to see how can I do this. If I do that, and I'll try to be silent, but you have to see SPB Steve's video. Not only because, fine, I'll admit I'm featured in it, so and of course that's special, but the video skills of SPB is just making his video clips stunning. And they got nothing else. Short video, be patient, hang on there and watch this. what can you say? It's just absolutely stunning. The cat at the very end scared the crap out of me. It was just fantastic. SPB Steve, well done, well done. And if you go and look at his channel, there's a lot of these cinematic short videos. It's just, I recommend you go and watch them. Even the person with the worst ADHD or ADD or whatever, dampen, whatever they're called, you have enough attention span for his videos. They're short and they are absolutely stunning. Really, really well made. So shout out to SPB Steve. Go and check out his channels. That was awesome. Apparently his cat's name is also Lucy. Isn't that funny? And I think if I switched over to camera 3, I'm talking to the production team in the studio room here. Can we get camera 3? Oh no, let's see. I need to remove this. If you check out the, let's see, the furry thing, where's my finger? Right there. That is my Lucy. And her second name is, or last name is Fur. So that's therefore Lucifer. So she's always close by the track. B-Rad joined in. Well, we just had a cat bonanza here. We had Steve's, SPB Steve's cat Lucy on video. And we also had my Lucy Fur here as well. So, oh, was it SPB? Yeah, I got something. Yeah, so it's SPB. You're talking about us, ADHD. I know. It's you and me, Wolves. Oh, that's so funny. So that I can only applaud. Well done. There's a lot of work and a lot of vision and thought behind it. That's why I wanted to lift it up, because it's awesome. Even if there are plenty of templates that you can download and so forth, but you still need to have the footage and have the idea of creating that. So fantastic, so much fun. So let's take a look at some new shit. I think I'm caught up on everybody here in the chat. Yeah, we got B-Rad coming in, which is all good, all fun. Let's see where how do I take that away? I can just click on one of those and then I can hide it. Yeah, there we go. So if I go to camera 3, like that, you see some of the new stuff. I did an unboxing of this one, the NASCAR Raptor. I have changed the tires on it and trued them. Did a basic tuning inside, some oil grease, hot glued the motor and the usual thing. And I think it runs pretty well. So that's going to be fun to race. I did also upgrade my controllers. I got one of these Frankenslot controllers. It's a wireless Frankenslot that works perfectly with the Carrera wireless. And oh, this is actually really good. Easy E. Me and Colt have ADHD. We have superpowers. Exactly. I totally agree with you. Having that it's a superpower. It's just that as long as we are and people around us are aware of it, it is a superpower, then everything is all cool. So yeah, oh yeah, I saw both. I saw the F1 practice too, where they had the manholes. It was a different type of. It was a drain cover last year, but this time it was a manhole. So this time it was actually a bigger hole, so it will cause a bigger problem if it actually pops. And then I also got this little fellow here. And mainly because it's a Playboy car. I have 12 other Playboy cars. So I think I'm collecting Playboy cars, any Playboy themed car. But is there anyone that can name the car model? This was really an odd one. It's a Spanish-made car, and it competed in the GT3 class 2007 to 2009. So only 3 years of competition. We'll see. So I had to have it. It is a fly car, so I have done some work interiorly because they need some love. Sky Germany commented it was a drain cover. Ah, yes. Now it was actually a manhole, which is slightly bigger. But it's this car is a Sunred SR21. A Spanish-made car, and it was only made for this purpose to compete 2007 to 2009. So it's a Sunred, which is I thought it was a pretty odd car. So I thought it was fun to have an odd car model, and then also Playboy, and so that's that. Interesting car. It will never be one of my top cars. It's gonna. I'll take it out and drive it every now and then. Or if we run a Playboy challenge, for example, with my friends, then I have 13 cars to pick from that have the Playboy. There's one car I'm looking for that it's hard to find. It's a golden chrome. Golden chrome Playboy car, but that one is hard to find. But and that's the last one, I think, at least from the Fly series. Walls, for real, do you have that one? Do you have the Sunred SR21? That is just crazy. If you have that, then I give up. Because that is such a rare and odd car. If you have that one as well, then you have more or less everything. And besides those two cars and the Frankenslot, when the Frankenslot actually, I've been very happy with my regular Carrera controllers. Very happy. I put on these 3D printed handles from Greg Gaub, so I can use it as a pistol grip. And with that, very, very happy. No problems at all. And then I did get a Ramjet X to have a proper pistol. Happy with that one as well. But this Frankenslot, it's a whole different level. You can change settings in this one with the power curve if you have a slower acceleration. We showed it on Discord, mate. Well, you showed me like 2,000 cars over the 2 sessions that we had. So that's not fair. You can't expect me to remember every single one of it. But anyway, now I know. You're right. You did show me a Playboy car, but I didn't know it was that one. But this one you can set in different power curves, like slower acceleration and really peaking up in the acceleration at the top end, or you go extremely fast in the acceleration and then take a little bit longer to get on the top speed and so forth. So all these kind of fun settings that you can put on it. So I'm going to play around with it, but so far, first impression, very, very happy with it. Frankenslot. And it works perfectly wireless with the Carrera. So I'm probably going to get a couple of more of these for when I'm racing with friends. We got the Toyota G-Tone GPS arrived here. Oh, that's a nice one. There we go. Oh, you're all getting early Christmas gifts. Oh well. Well, that is truly a blessing to have someone to race with. My daughter is coming up soon. Up soon for Christmas. then we'll have plenty of racing with her. I bought a whole bunch of guides, screws. I bought like scrub screws to put in wheels and setting the axles, because I keep losing them and I never had, so I bought a whole bunch of them from Slothead and Scale Auto. I also bought some body screws they're blank in the beginning, because I have some cars that do not have that, so I can't get the proper float. So we have that. And tires. I did get some tires for the new Max Verstappen car, but I bought the wrong one. I thought I read the Ortmann's tire list properly, but I guess I didn't. But I asked my Wikipedia in slot cars with Bo, so I asked Bo, and now I have a new number. So the next order I place with either Slot Car Union or with slotfun.de, I'll pop those in so I can see if I can improve the driving, the driving of the RB20 from Max Verstappen, because it's okay, but not too good. And then on the bench, I've had 12 cars this week. Since this week has been a modern GT week on Slot Sync Racing, so I took all my modern GT cars and I tuned them, I changed tires on them and really made them run, and then I ran the 14 laps, which is the number of laps I need to do. So I did my 14 laps on my track. No, sorry, it's 13 tracks. It's 13 tracks, 13 laps. And check which one of them got the best time. So then and there are 3 classes, one for Slothead, one for Carrera 132, and one for NSR. So I have 3 cars that are number 1 in their each class. And I will show you on the website where you can see it. But I had to figure out which one of all my modern GTs was the best one. So I've done a lot of tuning of cars, and then also, of course, a lot of racing. And what remains now is the endurance race, and that's basically 20 minutes of driving in 3 classes: Slothead, Modern GT, NSR, Modern GT, and then Carrera 132 Modern GT cars. So I need to do 20 minutes each on those ones and see how many laps can I do in each of those classes. And I have today and tomorrow to do that. So we'll see how that goes. And I did also work on my Revoslot, the Revophobia, and I finally figured out a way to make it run well. My beautiful F40. It's a beautiful car. I hands down, fantastic, beautiful car. But it runs like a dog with 3 legs. But I figured it out because I put 4 magnets at the very, very end behind the axle, just to keep the freaking rear wheels stuck on the track. Because if you see any Ferrari F40 driving or racing, they stick to the road. They don't drift like they're driving on ice. So I put 4 neodymium magnets, like really heavy-duty magnets, and now at least it's driving like a good Carrera car or a medium NSR car. So it's mediocre NSR, not top-notch. It's slightly slower than a good NSR car. So I'm happy with that. With my 4 magnets in the back, I can at least drive it without it sliding like it's driving on a lake, a frozen lake, which is just silly. Ferraris don't do that. I put a picture of it on Discord, and you could see all the fur from Lucy in the car. That's what Slightly Mad is referring to. It's on Discord. But right now she's changing from her summer fur to the winter fur, which is thicker, because it's frozen. We got snow up here. We got plenty of snow and below freezing. So she needs to build up her fur, and so she's shedding all her summer fur. So there's hair everywhere, in every car. So it's yeah, a lot of cleaning tires. I'm using this. I have my secret combustion here with some alcohol, liquid fuel, essential oils, and so forth. And it's really efficient to clean the tires with. And I know it dries them out, but what the heck, I'll buy new ones. I need the cars to drive, and I need to get the, what does it say here? Get the 41X on the rear, a bit tire chewing, and it sticks on the track. Also, you mean getting the 41X for the F40? Okay, so I'll add those. So we got the 33Ls, and then I'm making notes here, otherwise I forget. 41X Revo. Okay, then I'll probably place an order tonight. Slothfun.de, they are fast. They're crazy fast in service. When I place an order, ship it right away, and boom, it's in my house. It's unbelievable. And I did order one guide where the quality of the material was, something was wrong with it. He corrected it. Like I posted it fairly early in the morning. Before 9 o'clock, he had confirmed, money is credited, and absolutely fantastic service. Really good. Oh, there we go. Cats are not allowed in your slot shed. No way. Or the dog. Well, my track is filling up the whole living room, and that's what you can do when you're single, right? So I can't keep the cat out of the way, and I think B-Rad has the same problem. Oh, you keep them. Oh, you keep them out of the track room. Well, I don't have doors to this one except out. So what do we hear? The 41X goes nearly on all Revos. Check the Ortman list I sent you. I've checked the Ortman list, but I don't know how, because I thought I checked the Ortman list for the RB20, the Red Bull Formula 1 car, but I picked the wrong one. It's just, yeah, well. Bo, yeah, my stuff in the Toyota also come from Slothfun. Yeah, he's Alexander, I think his name is. Fantastic service, really good. But anywho, and what's up in next week? Well, I have, as you can see, lined up over here. There's a whole bunch of cars that will be this week's challenges, changing tires, tuning, changing guides, and etc. So it's a whole bunch of cars that I'm just going through all my cars, making sure that they run well. So all the way down at the list. Yeah, that's very. I haven't checked for Revos. Yeah, but I'll buy them. Oh, no drama. You're allergic to cats, so no problem. Well, well, no cats there. What else is happening? 12 cars done last week, and I got 3, 6, 7, 8 cars for this week to replace tires, guides, and make sure everything works well. And I'm thinking, did I put the image of, no, I didn't. Oh well. I thought I put the image of the Revo with all the magnets in the back. It looks totally freaky, but it works. So that's the way to make a Revo run. Add all the magnets on it. But for those of you who have a Carrera track and have the Smart Race app, I can just recommend you go in and check out the slotsyncracing.com. It is absolutely amazing. So let's go in, let's do this and do that and cut. So here, yeah, slotsyncracing.com, and what you do is when you start, you come to the, when you log on first time, you have to ask for a sponsor. You can ask, put me on have me as a sponsor, and I'll let you in, because they're right now in beta testing. But there's a major leaderboard, and then you can check all the different brands. You have Carrera 124, 132 Carreras, MR Slot Car, NSR, Scale Auto 132, Slothead, and Magnet with or without. And then you have all the different racing classes: Classic GT, Classic NASCAR, Formula 1, Group 5, Modern GT, and so forth. And they run these championships over every week, which makes it fun. And then you have different classes of modding. Either it's modified, which means you maybe change tires or change the guide, so minor changes. Box stock, you greased it, you oiled it, and that's it through the tires, but you're running with stock tires. And then you have open, then you can do anything. You can change the chassis, you can change the axles, and so forth. And then digital and analog. So there's a whole bunch of cars here. But let's say if you want to take a look at slotted cars, for example, and you want to check out this week's Modern GT, and you can see Lucifer, #1, yay, until end of Saturday. So we'll see if Mike or anyone else comes in and kills my time. And Maserati GT3 seems to be the weapon of choice. I really like that car from Slothead. And if we look at NSR, let's see, let's take that one away and pop in NSR, Modern GT. There we see, you got Vince and Mr. Tucci, and then there's two of my cars, the McLaren and the Mosler. McLaren is faster than the Mosler. I thought the Mosler would be the one, but it was not. So my McLaren is faster. So that's my top entry. I'm third as we speak right now. So here you can see, so you can compete against other people, and you can, of course, then cut the data in any way. If you take, for example, box stock, where there's no modification, well, there I'm second, and so you can always look at different ways of cutting the data with magnets, etc., and so forth. And then we have calendar, where you can see that this week there are the groups or the brands is Carrera 124, Carrera 132, NSR, and Slothead, and it's all Modern GT in all of those. And Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it's endurance, and before that it's regular racing, which means you have entered your track, so you enter it piece by piece, and then you get an algorithm that tells you, well, with this length and this technicality, you should do 13 laps, for example. It's a fairly easy process. And then if we look at next week, we see that for the cars that I have, Carrera 132, it's NASCAR. That's why I bought the NASCAR. So I have that one. And then the Group 5, I have a crappy one right now, but I think I'm going to buy a new Group 5 car together with the tires and have them and just a new Group 5 car. And then for NSR, it's Formula 1. It's going to be my green Schumi, the 7-Up. And then for Slothead, it's prototypes, and I'm going to probably drive my pink Acura. That's the one that's going to be next week's challenges. But now I need to do the endurance, the 20-minute races for Carrera, NSR, and Slothead. Very, very funny. And if we look at the championships, then you can pick any of these different brands, and then you'll see how many points I got last week was 0. This week I have 3 points. Next week upcoming is NASCAR, and current month I have 5 points so far. I'm 7th in there. And if I pick, let's pick Slothead, because no, I don't think I'm the only one competing in Slothead class. It's not that many, at least. 6 points. Next week is prototypes, and I am 1st this month, and the whole season I'm 3rd since I missed a couple of months. But right now in November, yeah, I'm the only entrance here, so I have 6 points coming in. So it's a lot of fun. And if we look at, let's see, I'm gonna switch over to this. Oh yeah. And now if we look at, I went to my profile, and there you have, of course, all the manuals on how does it work, and there's a description, very well made, easy to find. How do you, if you want to go racing, how do you do that, and so forth. And then inventory, this is my garage, this is where I have all my cars, or the cars I've been racing with, and then easy to add new cars. And then you have your track. So I have 2 configurations. I change my my layout depending on what I feel. I have one more technical and one more speedy version. So requests, let's see, yeah, no requests. Any sponsor requests, no pending requests. So go ahead and set me up, and I'll bump you in, and you can play around with this all the way through December in the beta version without any cost. There will be some cost to cover, you know, the servers and so forth, and all the work that Pete, Joe, and Mike put into this, because they're doing a lot of work here. So I'm missing. Oh, you can also try foam tires by Revoslot. Yeah. Oh no! Wait. You know, I bought this Revoslot Super Grips. I bought the Super Grip tires for the from Revoslot. Revoslot's Super Grip tires for the. It did not make any difference at all. It was just terrible. So I think I'm just going to park my. Now I'm happy with 2 kilos of magnets on it. It drives good enough. I'm going to let it be. I drive it every now and then, but I have so many other cars I can race with. So I'm just going to focus on those and not spend more time. It's just not worth the investment. Sometimes you just have to cut your losses, and so be it. So next week, so this week I still have the modern GTs, and the cars I'm racing with is for NSR. It's the McLaren, this guy. This one runs really well. It has stock tires that came with it, which are really good, magnets, and an upgraded guide. And for Carrera, maybe I should use the other camera. It's much better focusing. I'm using this guy. Come on. I just said that you're good at focusing. Why don't you? Come on. Focus. This normally helps. No? Yeah, there we go. The Golf Porsche RSR. This one has Ortmann tires, so I've replaced those. Runs really well. It's a beast, beastie beast. And finally for Slothead, I'm racing with this Maserati. Let's see if we can. There we go. This Maserati. I super glued the whole back. I've lost both these lights, and this whole back piece got off in a bad crash. But Put a little bit of tape here. I found it more stable when I have that. And this one is, yeah, it's I probably need to fix this before I race the endurance race, but it runs really well, and it's a fun car to drive. It sticks really well. So those are my 3 cars for the endurance. I'll probably do one endurance. Well, no, I might do all 3 today while I'm waiting for the F1. So these are the 3 cars, and then for the endurance, and let's see, oh, I can put them all the way over here and still be in the camera. And next week we have NASCAR was one of them, and we have for NSR, it was Formula 1, this guy. So that's gonna be driven, and for Slothead, the prototypes, it's gonna be this Acura. So that's the next week's cars that I will race with. And the fun part with this is that I have a purpose to race. I get a purpose, there's a timeline, and there's an objective to achieve, which really at least helps me to really focus on, like on the modern GT, get my the best 13 laps and enter the times in there, and then the endurance races. And then next week it's a different set of cars, and in December they will be adding Scale Auto events and some other cars. So then I can mix up even more with these fun cars that I have. So yeah, I can really recommend it. It's a lot of fun. Gives you a good purpose. Not only to drive, but also to, like for me, to learn how to tune my cars. Because they're all different. If you look at, I have some that have stock tires, and I think both these, yeah. So the Slothead and the McLaren, they have stock tires. The Carrera, I have Ortmans. I true them. And then there's all these small details that you can adjust if you have a motor pod, if it's too loose or not, and so forth. So you get to play with changing the guide, different settings, moving the screws around the pod, different loose, and you see, and it does impact the times. So it helps me to hone in my tuning skills. And this one is all brand new, so I haven't been able to race it officially in Slot Sync Racing. But of course I've done the laps, and I think, do I have any times on it yet? No, I don't. What? I thought I had that. I guess I didn't. Well, there we go. It will be all a big surprise next week when we run. The Shumi I have raced before, so I know how that's going to behave. I also raced the Acura, the prototype, so those two are known cars, but the NASCAR is still an unknown. It feels good when I'm racing with it, just regularly. I think I got it to a good level with the Ortman tires and all the other settings that I've been able to do, even with the Carrera car. So, and then of course I need to get used to the new Frankenslot controller, because it has different, it behaves differently from the Ramjet X and the Carrera ones. So that's also will be a factor. So that's kind of what's going on in my slot world. I'm pretty focused on making sure I have good cars in all the different classes that are available currently in Slot Sync Racing, and there will be even more classes coming in December with the Scale Auto and other brands of cars, as they're adding more and more brands, and that forces me to tune and make sure that I have cars in those different classes and the different brands. So that'll be fun. I guess that's about what I had in this little world. It's been a lot of tuning and truing tires. And now we can maybe look at that, because I'm using one of these fairly simplistic tire truers, where you just put this one, put this one on the track, and then you have 3 different levels of sandpaper, and then you have this little stop thingy here, and then you pop it in there, and then you can just true the tires, and you run it with the controller. Very, very simple, and it works. It gets the tires flat and even. Probably takes a little bit longer than with a tire truer, one of those proper with a motor and so forth, but it works for me very well. And I can move this back and forth, so I can do 124 scale cars, I can do 143 as well, since I have those, so I can true those tires as well. So that's my little tire truer. Not too expensive. You can find them on eBay and different stores. So what's happening with you guys? I know Bo is going to drive his Toyota, of course. No new competitions for Slightly Mad? And Wolves and Fox, you did pretty well on that race. I think, what was it, 20 participants, and you came 10 and 5, I think it was. Wolves came 5th and Fox got 10th, which is really good for being your first club race. So that's going to be maybe you get a interest now to do a little bit more racing. There we go. Oh, Misfit is here. Hello. Oh, there you are. I missed you. I missed you in the chat. There we go. So there we got Misfits coming in. And what does B-Rad say here? I have a power supply for braking and truing. Oh, nice. Cool. And if you haven't seen, B-Rad just had a really nice update on what's happening on his track with his cars and all the builds he had. He found a great haul of a lot of model cars that he can build chassis for. So that'll be, yeah, 5th and 10th. That's what I thought. You see, I'm not stupid. I got kidneys, huh? Remembered. Oh, and with untrued tires. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Really, congratulations. Hey, Quack Messina. So, yeah, congratulations. That's very well done. If you have untrue tires, because it makes a difference. I've noticed in general, if I take most cars, but if I take the NASCAR, was probably, these are easier to tune, because they're you know, they have a lot of possibility. They're not so good out of the box. I mean, they're good, they're okay, but you can do it. They have huge potential. But in general, if I put some oil on the axles just so that the wheels roll better, and put a little bit of grease on the pinion and the spur gear, I do that. Glue the engine and make sure nothing rattles or nothing is loose if it is, or grinding against it, other things, and change the tires. If I change the Ortman tires, I get about a 30% improvement of the cars. So if I run it straight out of the box, I get one time, and then I do all those things and true the tires, change the tires, etc. I get about 30% improvement, which is I find kind of interesting, because then all of a sudden even the and of course for cars like Carreras, etc., they don't drift as much with the new tires. So I found a whole new love for proper tires. I've been driving most my cars with stock tires, and I thought, yeah, that's good enough. You know, if I true them, I don't need anything more. But I've noticed now that I got into urethane tires that actually it does make a difference. So they're a lot more fun to drive. And what happened here? Yeah, also in the GT3 class, the Merc got shunted. Ah, okay, so he did not pass the inspection. There was probably something wrong with it. So, but that's where you get into reading rules and making sure that you have all the right bits and pieces and haven't done anything that's not allowed. And it's in the right class, of course. So that's that about that. What else is happening? Well, I'm going to spend a lot of time watching the F1 races. I'm a big F1 nerd, and maybe even we can get a Ferrari or a Hamilton up on podium. Anything can happen in Vegas, and whatever happens in Vegas in F1 doesn't stay there because it's actually streamed across the whole world. So, but besides that, I think most of the things that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, except for venereal diseases, of course. Those you bring with you home. What else? And I will be as well as soon as I figure out just where they are showing the Eastern Championships, the NSR Eastern Championships. I'm going to follow those. I did watch on the last weekend the Western Championship. I watched practice rounds. I watched the heats, the semifinals, and the finals. It was just so much fun. Ian and Doug did a great job as commentators. They kept it interesting all through, and there were some interviews of different drivers, and so that was really fun. And I'm hoping this weekend will be at the same level. I think Ian, is it Ian or Doug? No, Ian. I think Ian is there together with Marty and 2 lines, and I don't think it's 2 lines like 2 lines of that nose candy. It's got to be something else that he refers to. Lost wages, Nevada. Yeah, that's true. I go there probably a couple of times a year to do these big trade shows, and normally I do some kind of speech or a workshop on these trade shows, and so I'm there quite often. But I don't gamble that much because it's just all of Vegas is paid by gamblers losing money. So I'd rather spend the money on my investment here called the slot car track. Viva Las Vegas. Hey, Pete is here. Look at that. Yeah, I'm starting the weekend. Absolutely. Good to see you, and good to see that you're back from your refresh of the lobotomy. I hope everything works okay now. I know that sometimes the neurons or the neurons can grow together, and then all of a sudden, I know it was the hernia, right? It was hernia you got operated. I'm happy to see that you're recovering, and you're also posting. I saw your video of the Volvo as you were driving it. But make sure that you now take it easy, Pete. Not get up and running too fast and you crack up open everything and you have to redo the surgery, etc. Be careful, let it heal. Let it heal. Time heals all wounds, as we say. And I noticed in one of your videos you were complaining about pain. And I'll give, it's a hernia, proper axe wound, yeah. So I'll tell you one thing about pain. Remember one thing, pain is weakness leaving the body. So pain is good. The more pain, the more weakness leaves the body. That's what we always said, at least in the Air Force, among the Rangers. And you have to embrace your demons and be friend with pain. Probably extremely stupid, but yeah, be careful. We miss you. And last Sunday felt so empty. It was so empty without the Track Fans TV. So, and I did get a sneak peek of your member show there. Since you had forgot to put it on membership, so I hung in there as long as I could until you figured out and kicked me out. No, that's so fun. What do we hear? Oh, same way I was into. Yeah, exactly. Pain is good. Oh, there we go. Oh, Mike is back. Hopefully, in the beginning of the video, I don't know if you saw it. I think you did. Yeah, you mentioned you saw it. Shoot off an email, and I'll make sure I get an envelope with some cool stickers for you. So, SPP laughing. That's good. Yeah, well, so with that, friends, that's all she wrote, or he wrote, or the cat here, she wrote. I think we covered a lot. Keep busy, keep watching all our friends' different channels. I'm cooking, she couldn't reply earlier. That's okay. No pain, no gain. Yeah, so look at each other, go into each other's channels and like and subscribe. Go and check out, B-Rad's and SPB's channels as well. They have some really fun updates. Fun to see B-Rad's progress on his track. But I did miss, actually, I don't know what's happening with the Texaco gas station. Are you done with that now? I don't think we have closure on that one. We need to get closure on that one. So, and same with Mike. Also, go in, check his channel out. Go check out his channel. There's tons of interesting slot car videos there. Hit the like button. Doesn't cost you anything. So I think today's three of Mike, SPB, and B-Rad. And then, of course, we have our friend Bo. He doesn't have any content in there, right? But, if we go in and subscribe, finally he will start adding some contents. We get to see his track and all. I'm sure he has a lot of interesting cars. So let's go and subscribe. Bo Mamo 9620. So you put youtube.com/ and then you do the @ and then this, and you subscribe. You will subscribe to nothing, but that's all fun. That's all shits and giggles until someone giggles and shits. That's what I've learned. Go and like, and I'm really curious. I want to see what funny cars Bo has, because I think he has some rare Carrera cars that we haven't seen. So yeah, show me some love, and I finally moved my butt. Exactly, that's what I think. You need a little bit of encouragement. So let's go and like it. Yes, Steve is a good slot car community citizen sub. And the same goes with SPB. I mean, you got to go over there and look at his cinematics. They're fantastic. They're short enough. It doesn't take a long time. Go in there, show some love, hit like and subscribe. So, okay, here comes the update. I'm collecting items for the gas station entry and base now. Details. He said, yeah, that sounds like excuses, B-Rad. That's all excuses. I'm not buying that. You have you have all that. You got all the bits and pieces. We need to see some progress on that one, because it looks awesome so far. I still can't believe how you got those lines around that the wall. Wow. That's impressive work. So let's go. Oh, slightly Mad likes big butts. Okay, that's good. Who doesn't? But yeah, meet me here again next week and I'll hook you up with more infos. Do you have a channel here or an email? Yeah, so yeah, exactly. B-Rad. Bo is Wikipedia, or he has so much knowledge about all things slot cars. Really, really good. He has helped me a lot. So So you bet I have some slot cars. I knew it. That's some rare slot cars. I knew it. I'm so curious. That's going to be a lot of fun to see. Yeah, B-Rad Slot Car Circuit is his channel. Go and check it out. A lot of some scratch build chassis and some models. You're worse than me. You've been going on for 20 minutes. Yeah, exactly. I've learned from the master. When you say goodbye, time to close it, and it takes 20 minutes to close. But at least I don't have any track focus. So Das is not waiting for the track focus here. Here you never know what you're going to get. Okay. Okay, last one comment. Email in channel's description. Yeah, it's in the info. Yeah, okay. So now I will follow General Pete and his orders and close this Friday's live and chat. And thank you so much, all of you lovely people, for hanging here with me and listening to me rambling about all things slot cars and giving you updates. Do check out websites. Do check out Slot Sync Racing. And Pete, go get a bloody Carrera car track so you can race properly and not like with these electric ones, but get a proper Carrera car. You can drive 124s and so forth. It's wide and good and everything. All good. Go ahead and do it. Keep it going. Okay. No. Okay. Thank you so much. Goodbye and have a wonderful weekend. And I hope to see you all in one of those racing chats. Bye-bye.